Okay, so we are going to do the prayer, the pledge, and the anthem. I'm going to ask for volunteers because I didn't get them beforehand. Who wants to do the prayer?
I got you, sir.
I got you. Right here. Yep.
All right, let's bow our heads. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for letting us have a safe time, a great time so far this week. I pray that these elections may go fairly, they may have integrity, that every candidate may be able to speak to their points, and that the right candidate is chosen to each position. So I pray that the rest of this week may go well, that we may be safe, and I pray all these things in Christ Jesus' name. I pray, amen.
Amen. Next, we got the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, everybody's already standing. Place your right hand over your heart.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, we have the national anthem. The national anthem? Okay, come on up.
Hey, that is the Boys State Choir right there.
The band will also be playing, so we'll wait for their go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, with so gallantly streaming, in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave.
Really quickly, before I give this mic back, I'm not going to have this mic for very much longer, so I want to tell you all, for this party convention, be insane. Love every second of it. Yeah. This is the only one you're going to get.
All right, boys, present seat. All right, I'm going to turn it over now to our political process coordinator, Austin Komposki, to get the party convention underway. Good luck.
Okay, we'll go over some simple things before we start the conventions. Okay? So first, at the coin toss, decided the Nationalist will be going first. We excited? Okay, some basic things. Each side, the Nationalist, the Federalist, you guys will get 25 minutes to complete your entire convention. You guys have decided how you're going to split that up and use that time. Everyone else that's watching, sitting down, and not a part up here speaking, please be respectful. respect your guys' own parties, respect the other parties, respect who's speaking. That means don't be talking, making noise, being too excited. The individual coming up here to speak during their convention might ask for some interaction from you, but try to keep that short. Don't carry on through that because you don't want to take up their time becoming and then causing your own party to either fail or lose time in that effort. So, right now I'll have Braden Strauss come up here.
All right. How are we doing, Boys State? Give it up. Let's go. All right. So, welcome to the Nationalist Party Convention. It is my job to help share to you our amazing platform and the amazing candidates we have running for it. And to prove to y'all that our candidates are the best at what they do in their positions and they deserve everyone's vote, no matter which side of the party you're on. So let's start off with having some amazing readers come up and read our party platform, which we've been working very hard on. So clap it up! Hey, thank you. Hey, one more round of applause for Braden. Let's go. Get it up. Yeah! Hey, so I'm up here to read the first 2 points on the Nationalist platform. So first, we believe that West Virginians have the God-given right to safe, drinkable water. We support stricter enforcement of water health codes. Namely, we support instituting strict monthly inspections on private water companies. And if they do meet the standards already, then they will receive a cut to taxes for 5 years or until they fail to meet the standards. Secondly, Nationalists believe that West Virginia is just as wonderful as it is wild. West Virginians have a reputation in the country as a poor hillbilly state, but we are so much more than that. Our state parks and other natural wonders are some of the most beautiful in the whole nation. The Nationalist Party hopes to demonstrate this through a social media campaign awareness and to show off our state's natural beauty to increase tourism and revenue. And now, I'm going to pass it on to Zachariah for our next 3 points. Get it up, let's go! All right, let's give it up to Taylor for our first 2 points. As he said, I'm Zach. I'm going to read the next 2, all right? Nationalists believe in utilizing existing infrastructure to continue to lead in the nation in energy production. Many abandoned coal mines lie dormant in our state. The Nationalists wish to offer property tax cuts to companies who will come and purchase this land with the goal of repurposing it for nuclear power. Nuclear power plants. These could bring in jobs and revenue for years to come, helping the state recover from its decreasing population. The Nationalists want to do this while also allowing the coal and natural gas industry to flourish simultaneously. Nationalists also believe in the benefit of legalizing recreational marijuana. There we go! Legalizing weed will allow our government regulations to prevent additional unknown harmful substances from causing life-threatening overdoses. Citizens will no longer have to worry about whether their weed is clean or trustworthy. Additionally, the Nationalists believe that this is an opportunity to increase our state's revenue and reduce the federal tax. Now, reading our last point will be Isaac Tasker.
That was an amazing speech from Zachariah. Is this not on? There we go. I apologize. All right, last but not least, Nationalists believe in investing the academic research to combat the opioid, mental health, and obesity crisis that West Virginia faces. Increasing government grants to medical programs in colleges and universities in the state will allow for more research and innovative solutions to these issues, such as non-addictive painkillers, causes and solutions to the mental health problems, and GLP-1s, Ozempic, and similar drugs to help those afflicted with obesity return to safe physical conditions.
I know you love it. I know you love it.
There we go. Let's bring it up for all those ideas in the Nationalist platform. All right, all right. All right, with that being said, now that you know what we stand for, the moment we've all been waiting for, let's make the tunnel and let's introduce you. And let me bring up the speaker. Let's introduce you to your Nationalist candidates. Here we go. All right, hold on. Hold on. Keep it clapping, keep it clapping. We need 1 second. We need 1 second. Come on. We got it. Where'd he go? Where did he go? He's out there. Woo! Keep it clapping. Woo! All right, in the meantime, let's start a little wave. Let's start on this side of the room. You ready? Bring it all the way. Come on, I know some Federalists want to.
This isn't for us.
This is for all. All right, you know what? Fine, let's keep the spirit up. Let's keep the spirit over here. You ready? Other way. One more time. Come on. Come on. All right. All right. There we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, let's introduce you to your Nationalist candidates.
Your first candidate, standing at 6 foot, 130 pounds, the Commissioner of Agriculture. He's the father of the fields. He's national runner-up in land judging and home evaluation. Gabriel Gaynor. Our next candidate, standing 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. He's running for treasurer. He's the man of money, Trace McLaurin. Now standing at 5'11", 180 pounds, Attorney General, the juggernaut of justice, baby, Dash Gary Squire! Now at 6 foot, 140 pounds, he's running for auditor. He's the ledger legend, the cash commander, the budget boss, baby. He is Darth Beck. Now, at a standing height of 6'2", 180 pounds, Secretary of the State, Keeper of the Records, Big Jen! All right, well, everybody, put their hands together. At 6'1", 150 pounds, your governor, William Northing! gentlemen, your Federalist! That's what.
All right, now let's hear from our great candidates, starting with your Commissioner of Agriculture, Gabriel!
I'm Gabriel Gaynor. I'm going to be running for your Commissioner of Agriculture. I think that our state now stands at a crossroads, and it's time that we plant the seed for a cleaner and stronger future. First, I'm going to talk about what my party is offering. We're starting with the legalization of cannabis. We're doing this responsibly and thoughtfully. Through doing this, we can revitalize our agricultural sector, and we're creating more jobs and more revenue for our schools, our roads, and our communities. It's not just a crop, and it's not just a way to relax. It's a way to empower farmers and entrepreneurs in West Virginia. Finally, we're going to talk about the future of energy. I think we need to move more to a nuclear power. We first started in West Virginia powering the nation with coal. Now, I think we can do it again with a cleaner, smarter solution. By investing in nuclear energy, we can provide more sustainable and more diverse power to our grid. Together, we can grow a greener, freer, and more powerful state. Thank you.
All right, next up, please give a warm welcome to Trace the Treasurer!
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, so my name's Trace McLaren, and I want to start off my speech by having all of you stand up. Stand up. Federalists, Nationalists, everybody. Everybody, stand up. I see you. Stand up. Get up. All right. I see how it is. So, everybody remembers what we did the first day. Get involved. We're going to do set the pace. And then when I put both hands up, who are we going to vote for? Trace. There we go. Ready? Set the pace. What are we going to do? Set the pace. What are we going to do? Set the pace. Who are we going to vote for? Trace. What are we going to do? Set the pace. Who are we voting for? Trace. All right. So guys, as treasurer, it is going to be my duty to ensure that our state, as a new one, who has accrued zero debts, zero loans, ensure that they will have a good budget. We must ensure that this new state will not have a deficit. We must ensure that all profits are going to be shared equally among the citizens and be taxed fairly. We are going to ensure that the average citizen has an equal opportunity to anybody else in the state. We are going to do this through many different programs. We are going to ensure that all of our policies are for the average man, the working man, the 90%. This is to ensure everybody gets an equal playing field. And I'll be happy to do that as treasurer. In this position, it is unlike any other in the nation. No other state, no other country, no other city even has zero debt. Zero debt at all. Any surplus, any deficit, nothing. This is a fresh start for us to make something beautiful. And now, in the famous words of Kevin James, I got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, get to the polls!
All righty, up next we have your Attorney General, Dan!
What's up? I'm Dash from Panhandle County, and at the risk of sounding arrogant, I don't think, I know I should be your Attorney General, all right? Now, Now, I could talk about my qualifications like my time interning at a law firm, my work at Marshall's Constitutional Law Center, or my status as a nationally ranked debater, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the future. That wild and wonderful West Virginia that you see outside today, all the green you've seen on camp all week, is at risk of being obliterated because of companies and big businesses skirting regulations and not being held to the same rules that we all have to play by. As your Attorney General, I will keep West Virginia wild and wonderful. The most important quality that you have to focus on in a political candidate is openness and honesty. And in that interest, I want to be open and honest with you today. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not the perfect candidate. I'm sure a lot of nationalists who didn't vote for me in the primaries could tell you that. I'm sure a lot of Federalists are telling you that. But what I am is a hard-working person, and I promise to work for you if elected. Any of the friends that I've made in camp over this past week, including my buddy Theo in my cabin who peeks on me a little bit when I'm showering sometimes, could all tell you that I'm a hard-working person. Shout out Theo for state senator, by the way. But I'm not just claiming that. I'm not just going to claim that. Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to open my doors as the Attorney General so any person, nationalist or federalist, can come talk to me whenever they want about legal advice, about appeals, about cases that they want brought to the Supreme Court, and about any legal advice that they may have. I think that even after election, citizens should still have a large part to play in the political system. And that's a very hard thing to do, but a vote for me is one step in the right direction, and I promise, if elected, I will take as many steps as humanly possible in that right direction. But remember, if you vote for Dash, he'll get it done in a flash.
All right. Up next, we have your auditor, Darth Garth. Hello, Boy State. My name is Garth Beck, and I'm running to be your auditor. The most important job of an auditor is, integrity. You know, got to be honest, got to be open. And if we don't have oh my gosh, okay, I'm selling. We need efficiency, honesty, and responsibility. People need to be held accountable for their jobs, for their money. We need to hold people responsible, and we need our government to work for us. We are Boy State. We're different. We're not taking that corruption and anything else from our regular government. We're different. Be different, check back. All righty. Next, we have your Secretary of State, Vic.
Actually, I don't need this. I'm going to speak from the heart today. How many of you want this to be the best Boy State ever? Secretary of State is a job that transcends party lines. We're in charge of organizing the elections and immortalizing this prestigious program. I'm sure me and my fellow candidate are both qualified, so let me dedicate this speech to serving you. First of all, elections. I'm going to be frank with you guys. Our election process is not perfect. Just yesterday while campaigning, I saw multiple counselors and a student struggling to enter in a political name for their campaign. This is a big problem. We want to ensure everyone gets an equal chance at campaigning. To fix these online issues, I offer that we should start an IT program through our governor to set up an IT team for this particular political process. So we have student leaders here to fix our issues. We will be involved. Secondly, our legacy. We want to make sure that our Boy State is the one to be remembered. This 89th Boy State is one that will be for the books. To do that, I will keep up with all the archives. I want to talk to each and every single one of you. From Caden and Logan, who are hardworking at the lemonade stand, to James and William, who are running for the big dog position of governor. I want to talk to all of you and get your story. Vote for Vic. All the men, vote for Chen. Thank you.
And last but definitely not least, please give it up for your governor, Will!
I have been told. I was on my party's platform committee. I helped make these issues. I helped write their paper. I know that we Nationalists have a really strong party, really strong issues. However, I also know that we definitely don't have all the good ideas. Good ideas come from everywhere. Everyone's voice needs to be heard. When I came up to my party caucus to give my speech talking about why I should be the Nationalist Party's governor, I was open with them and I told them that I would support good Federalist issues. I promise that will be what I continue to do. I told them from the very beginning that I would support all issues that are good for the people. They still chose me to be their candidate. I promise you, no matter which party you stand for, if you have issues that are good for the people, I'm going to listen to that. I want to work with everybody. I think, honestly, I dislike the way our parties create divisiveness. It's fun to have these big parties. It's fun to do this. But it creates divisiveness that wouldn't have happened if we had the same color badge. I think that we need to do what's best for the people, ignore party lines. We just need to support the strong candidates who works for the people. And listen, these are lofty goals. They're difficult to achieve. Always remember, where there's a will, there's a way.
All right, now that we've heard from everyone, I wanted to invite everyone to a game of Family Feud. So if I can please get my contestants up here and my Family Feud director.
Come on, hurry up. Second question. Yep, second question. We have 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. Second question, come on. Where's the Family Feud guy? Where's our Family Feud guy? Family Feud, come on. Second question.
All right, second question. All right. How's everybody doing? Good? All right. I'm your host, Connor Dillon, and today we're having a little game of Nationalist Feud. First ever at Boise State. Second question, everybody. What is the weirdest thing that's happened in your cabin? We will start with Gabriel. What's the weirdest thing that's happened in your cabin?
Probably my bunkmate waking up next to me.
Yo. All right. Okay. Let's ask Trace. What is the weirdest thing that has happened in your cabin?
Yeah, I watched somebody wipe with their hand.
All right. Dash. What is the craziest thing that's happened in your cabin?
Like I said before, I got peeked on in the shower. You know who you are.
All right. Garth. What is the weirdest thing that's happened in your cabin?
Well, we had the craziest game of Mafia, let me tell you.
Okay, Vic. What is the weirdest thing that's happened in your cabin?
Probably the 3-man showers in Marion.
All right, and for your governor, William, what is the weirdest thing that has happened in your cabin?
Probably hearing my bunkmate fart in their sleep while they were in the same bunk as me.
All right, now that we've heard all the answers, if you think this side won, give me a shout. Let's hear it. Ooh. All right, what about this side? Clap it up if you think this side won. Yeah! All right. And I think the only fitting way to get our governor out of here is by a crowd surf. So please move it up and let's get him out of here. Woo! Clap it up. All
All right, y'all. I want you guys to imagine something for a second. You're eating at a table, all right? But someone pulls the chair from underneath you. Yeah, pretty much.
That's evil.
But it'd be pretty hard to eat, am I wrong? Well, we as West Virginians are trying to eat at the table, but we are on the floor. Right now, out of the 50 states, West Virginia is 45th in the economy, 47th in healthcare, and 50 out of 50 in infrastructure. Right now, all over our state, there are communities who are in deep poverty. There are cities that are unable to connect with each other, that are suffering, that are not able to get the opportunities that they want, and most of all, West Virginia is not meeting its limitless potential. And it's because of that, I'm proud to explain what the Federalist Party intends to do, and that is invest in the people. So our first... All right, y'all. So the first main point that we're going for in the Federalist platform is investing in everything, specifically infrastructure. One of the biggest things that West Virginia can do for its state is investing in projects like roads, towers, satellites, bridges. All of these things are extremely important for the state, and I'll tell you exactly why. There's three things. First, simply by investing in these projects, it boosts the GDP of West Virginia on a macroeconomic scale in the short term. But in the long term, if we as a state want to grow, to become economically stable and sustain our growth, we need this infrastructure. But also, connecting our rural communities is the only way we can do that, and it's by investing in our infrastructure. And think about it like this. If you are a rural city, if you're in a rural city and you're trying to do commerce with other cities, how are you supposed to get connected? How are you supposed to grow your business and not suffer economically? The only way is if we take the time to invest in our infrastructure. But then, our second main thing that we are going to do is make West Virginia the most attractive state for business. And how we're going to do this? Two ways. The first is via deregulation. Whenever we make West Virginia a state where it's suitable for businesses outside to come in, that's exactly what we want and what businesses want too. But moreover, we're also going to lower certain taxes like capital gains, which makes it very, very attractive for businesses to come in. And what this does is just simply on an economic scale, it'll grow the economy. But when they come into the state, they bring their innovation, their technology. And that's exactly what West Virginia needs to grow and to finally become economically stable. But then, the other thing that growing these things does is it grows the economy, which is what venture capitalists, private equity firms all need. The third, though, main policy that we're going to be doing is reforming healthcare. All across the state, there are mass conglomerates that are abusing its people. And the way that we are going to fix that is not actually by regulating the platforms and causing all these regulations like the Nationalist Party wants. The way you get rid of these monopolies is actually via deregulation. The very monopolies that the Nationalist Party wanted you to get rid of are getting to that point via regulation. So the best thing that the state can do for its people is deregulate these industries, specifically healthcare. Moreover, doing antitrust policies is exactly what West Virginia needs. Moreover, though, the cost of healthcare is simply too much for too many rural communities, and that's exactly what we as the Federalists are going to try and lower. And when we do this, more quality healthcare for the most disadvantaged communities in West Virginia will finally be able to be attained, and people will no longer suffer. With that said, the final point of our platform is agriculture. The lifeblood of West Virginia is farming as well as coal, but farming specifically. And with agriculture, the biggest problem is that so many farmers are unable to compete with big agriculture, and they're pushed out of the state. What we are going to do is subsidize small and medium-sized farms and ensure that farmers are incentivized to come and remain in West Virginia and grow their crops. I'll ask you this to remember whenever you're comparing the two platforms: which platform is going to lift West Virginia off the floor? It's the Federalist and not the Nationalists, and I really want you guys to remember that. Thank you. All right. So now I want to introduce the cream of the crop, Jackson Van Hoos, who won Secretary of State without even giving a speech. Let's hear it for Jackson.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Keyshawn. Hello, Boys State. My name is Jackson Van Hoos, as Cajun said. I am honored to stand before you as your Secretary of State candidate. I'm here to lay out a clear vision and one that focuses on responsibility, transparency, and collaboration. The Secretary of State isn't just a title, it's a trust. It means maintaining records that keep our Boys State running. The Secretary of State's job is to ensure that each citizen has the ability to carry out the constitutional right of voting while making sure that every election is also as fair as possible. I'm a strong believer in participatory democracy, and I believe it's the basis of freedom in the United States. In my hometown of Jackson County and at my school, Ripley High School, I seize every opportunity to teach and inspire my peers about the voting process. Through various activities like youth in government, I motivate them to use their voice. Most importantly, as your Secretary of State, it means that I can be the bridge between our government and our citizens. And if elected, I will treat that trust like it matters. I thank you guys for being here today, and sorry, that speech was a little more dry than you Nationalists. I'll give it to you, that's pretty good, but Feds on tops, and I'd rather be dead than red. Let's go, baby! Thank you. No, they're good. Thank you, Feds. Now we have the opportunity of introducing our treasurer, Mr. Timothy.
Hey, yo, what's up, guys? I ain't got no speech written down. This is coming off the dome. Hey, I don't care. I planned it before you. I also want to shout out before I start talking about Marion County. Hey, throw it up, Marion. I know there's some over there too. Hey, I see it over there too. I see it in the back there. What's up, Marion? Anyway, I'm running for y'all's treasurer, all right? I deal with money and stuff. I'd like to talk about my background. In ROTC, I served the first semester of my junior year as a finance officer. Money. I work with Excel, Google Sheets. I make sheets. Look at money. I list it out. Y'all probably want to know where the money's going. Have y'all seen the road conditions in Morgantown, the I-79? What do y'all think of those roads? People are paying taxes, and these roads still suck. We'd probably like to know where the money's going. Hey. Ooh.
He's a nationalist.
So as treasurer, I'm going to make sure that everyone knows where the money's going and why it's going there. Hey. In case y'all didn't hear, by the way, my name is Timothy Mark Hetrick III. The third.
Don't forget it.
Hey. My people in Marion know that. Anyway, I'm going to pass this mic down to my boy, Alvaro Baba.
Yo! Good afternoon, Boys State. As many of you guys already know, my name is Alvaro Yemba, and I'm running to be your next auditor. Yeah, I'm going to be the financial watchdog for this great Boys State government. If we at Boys State are going to invest in the people, we need to make sure that the money's ended up in the right places. First, I want to introduce to you what the auditor really does. An auditor at the state and national level are responsible for ensuring that public funds are spent legally, efficiently, and transparently. They examine financial records, investigate the misuse of government funds, and provide independent reports that help hold agencies and officials accountable. State auditors often audit schools, infrastructure projects, and state departments to protect taxpayer money. We need to make sure that the money is ending up in the right places. On a national level, auditors like the U.S. Controller, Governor sees broader government spending and helps Congress make fiscally sound decisions. At Boys State, I'll bring real-world experience in finance, a strong understanding of business accountability, and a clear, people-centered vision, ensuring that every Boys State buck reflects integrity, transparency, and smart investment in our citizens. I come from a background of immigrants who have